Hey, what's up, everybody? This your boy Big Hawk, man, and welcome to another episode of My Perspective Podcast. Check this out. Subscribe to your boy channel, man. We almost at 100 subscribers. I need y'all help. All my day ones, thank you so much for rocking with me. To everybody that's new, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all stay locked in. We're gonna get better from here, man. It's up from here. Thank y'all for tuning in another week. Before we get started, you know what's up. Disclaimer: your boy ain't no doctor, no lawyer, no life coach, no health coach, no relationship expert, no therapist, none of that stuff. I'm just an old head with a microphone and something to say. That's it, bro. And I hope what I say resonate with you. I hope it provoke thought, and I hope it provoke change, man. But if not, no harm, no foul. Because at the end of the day, guess what? It's just my perspective. Thank y'all again, man, for tuning in with your boy. Before we get into it, man, I just want to say prayers go out to all the families who lost their loved ones in the plane crash. I ain't into politics, but I'm in the people. I love people, so man, I ain't really with the bull job, man. So, um, people lose loved ones every day, but man, the way I believe, I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I just think some bull job. They playing games with us like we just toys, man. So that's just how I feel about it. So prayers go out to all the innocent people who lost their lives for no reason, man. R.I.P. Hey, we got a good show today, good conversation today. Um, we're gonna talk about love without logic. Love without logic. I was riding this morning. I'm shut down today, man, in Atlanta, Georgia, man. Traffic was so doggone bad. I said, the hell with it. I just shut it down early. I ain't flat fighting traffic. I get up tonight and head on out. But yeah, man, I was riding this morning in my thoughts, meditating, whatnot, and man, just thinking about the mistakes I made in life. You know what I'm saying? In my relationships, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't believe. I think every person is a good person innately. I think what corrupt a person or make a person appear not to be good, man, just their upbringing. You know what I'm saying? Life circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't help who you're born to. You can't help what family you're born in. You know what I'm saying? You can't help like your upbringing. You can't help. You gotta just you born, you grow up, you just figure things out. But learn behavior is part. It's a part of you. So I think people make mistakes just based on their upbringing, based on how they was raised, based on what they seen growing up. That became a part of their life, and that became their normal. You know, so people make mistakes just based on their innocence being just taken from you, if you will. Because don't nobody want to be born in poverty. You just be born in poverty. You don't know. Things just happen. Um, Nobody want their mama to be a crackhead or their daddy to be a crackhead. You just born to a crackhead. You don't know that. It just happened. And you have to just live life the best way you know how until you're able to do better and figure some things out. But along the way, a lot of things you see, a lot of things you experience, it becomes a part of who you are as a person. It become a part of the fabric of your DNA, and it just becomes natural to you and normal to you. But as you grow, become an adult, you begin to live your own life the best way you know how. You got all this trauma, baggage, uh, upbringing, rearing that it was out of your control. But now you're an adult, right? So now you dating and you seeing some people, you seeing somebody, you want to fall in love and start having kids and stuff like that. But all you know is how you grew up. All you know is what you seen growing up, and that's your normal. And when two people get together and they don't know how to communicate and they don't know how to really understand to get to know one another properly, boy, that can cause serious problems. And it's not nobody's fault. What I mean by that is, shit, what you think you're doing what's right. You think you're doing what's right because that's normal to you. But the other person, shit, they may be on a whole nother, I don't want to say level, but they might be on a whole nother type of time than you on. And so what's normal to you may possibly 9 times out of 10 is foreign to them, right? So that creates conflict quite naturally. But when you going about business the best way you know how, it's one thing to try to understand one another, but it's a whole nother ball game when you ain't trying to understand your partner. You just think what you're doing is right, because that's all you know. That's ignorance, man. That's really stupidity. But unfortunately, a lot of us do that. A lot of us do that. We don't take the time. We don't take the time to really get to know one another. To really get to know one another. And because we come from different demographics and different backgrounds, and then we meet on certain playing fields, and we might have got caught up in the looks. We might got caught up in the entertainment. We might got caught up in what they do for a living. It could be a plethora of things that got your attention to make you like said individual. But then you get the person, you meet him, you start talking to him. The first thing we do as humans is try to impress one another. We take you on a date. Let's go on a trip. Let me wine and dine you. We put our best foot forward, right? That's cool. No harm, no foul. Put your best foot forward. But at some point in time, when are you gonna start talking about serious issues if you serious enough to be in a relationship? I'm talking about relationships. I ain't talking about just having fun, fucking, and all that. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about two people meet, they become a couple. When do you start talking about serious life questions and serious life scenarios that could face you and your new couple? Could face you two in y'all new relationship and y'all new journey together? Do you attack them as they come, or do you talk about them before they come, so you can have a plan of action to prevent certain things? Y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all handle that, because what I'm discovering, man, we get caught up in the hype. I know from my experience, what I've been through in my life, what I've seen with my eyes, man, we get caught up in the hype. We get caught up in lip tips and fingertips as the men, and as the women, y'all get caught up in how much money he got, is he fine, all that old stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's cool because we are visual creatures, and that's fine. However, once you get past the aesthetics, then what? What if you got a fine six-pack ab having, tall, dark, and handsome, pretty teeth having Joker, and he gonna hit a lick at a pie train? Then what? What if you got this naturally fine, big titties, small waist, fat ass and thighs, but I ain't trying to go to work but 2 months out of the year to get a fat W-2 every year, to get a fat income tax every year? What you do with that? What you do with that? Or what if you got a fine female, she got a gang of kids, but she bad. But all she do is sit at home, let the government take care of her. What do you do with that? Do you still entertain that? What do you do with that? So, like I said, the topic is love without logic, and I titled it this way on purpose because we tend to fall in love because of the pleasantries of one another. We always bring our representative to the event first. Whenever I get said female, she agreed to go on a date. She agreed, you know what I'm saying, let's get to know each other. What I do? I go send a representative. You know, I put my best foot forward. Put on my best clothes I can find. Get my car washed. If my car raggedy, go get me a little a rental car, something. Have a thing. Just I got my shit together, right? Take on a date. It could be dinner. It could be the movies. It could be, you know what I'm saying, Dave and Buster. It could be anything, right? Y'all having fun. Y'all vibing. Y'all catching the vibe. And y'all clicking and y'all connecting on the fun stuff. Now, do this a couple of times in a month. But you don't call feelings. I ain't talking about shit though. but having fun and enjoying one another. 30 days in, 45 days in, now you think you're in love. Y'all may say that's kind of fast, boy. You move fast. That may be kind of fast to some people, but it don't take much when you enjoying each other's company. It don't take much. A habit requires 28 days of doing the same thing repeatedly. That creates a habit. So why can't you fall in love that fast? If you with this girl every day, you with this guy every day. Y'all on the phone talking every day. Y'all going on dates every weekend. Y'all spending time with each other, whether verbally or physically, every day. Why can't you fall in love in 30 days? My partner, Big Norman, may rest in peace. His mom and daddy got married in 3 days and was together for over 60 years until she died. So it ain't impossible. It ain't impossible. So before y'all say that's you're moving too quick, no, no, it ain't impossible. So yeah, and that's fine. But now you in love. Like y'all talking about moving in with each other and all this other stuff because you love each other. Now you want to be with each other because y'all had that great connection, right? And that's cool. No harm, no foul. But now it's time to pay bills. Now it's time to discipline the kids. Now it's time to, you know what I'm saying? Have shared responsibilities together under one roof. If it goes that far, it's all hypothetical, of course, but it's what I've experienced over my life, in different parts of my life. So yeah, now what you do with that? What if your girl is a spender and you a saver? Who paying the bills now? What if you a spender and she a spender? Who's saving money now? What if you a spender and she a saver? Who's in control? Ain't nobody talked about nothing. Ain't nobody talked about nothing because we caught up in love. We caught up in feelings. We caught up in emotions. But ain't nobody using this right here for nothing but to eat a little coochie and talk dirty to each other. You see what I'm saying? All this love we done developed and we done created it, right? I ain't implemented not nothing logical whatsoever. But we done fell in love. My friends, my brethren, my sisters, that's a recipe for disaster. You hear me? That's a recipe for disaster. Do you even know if your partner a good communicator or not? But you done gave that coochie up. You done dropped that lumber on her. You done sucked the soul out between her legs. She done sucked your soul between your legs. I ain't had not one intelligent conversation yet. Or, how about this? One of y'all trying to have an intelligent conversation and the other one shutting that shit down. Now what? What you do with that? What you do with that? That's what I'm talking about. We done created and developed all this physical attraction, all this physical chemistry that created and developed into love. It could be lust too, but I'm just gonna keep it on the up and up. Love. You know, fell in love with each other. All off of the physical. It wasn't no mental stimulation nowhere. He look good, she look good. He fine, she fine. When he gone, you miss him. When she gone, he miss her. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody said nothing about your credit score. Ain't nobody said nothing about a 5-year plan. Ain't nobody said nothing when you trying to buy a house. None of that stuff. Ain't nobody said nothing about nothing. All we know is we love each other. That's it. That's not enough. That's not enough. And you got men and women who are in relationship. Some are even married. And all they in it for is love. And that's it. And that is a recipe for disaster. That's why the divorce rate is high as it is right now. That is why the divorce rate is high as it is right now, because of things like this. Falling in love with the physical, but then get no mental stimulation from each other. If you don't stimulate my mental, why would I want to spend any significant amount of time with you in a relationship when you ain't stimulate my mental, or I ain't stimulate your mental. I ain't gave you nothing to think about but the hook. You ain't gave me nothing to think about but that juice box. You feel what I'm saying? Come on now. We too old for this shit. We too old for this shit. But that's what we do. And then, according to how you was raised, how you was brought up, you pass that shit down to your kids. You pass that shit down to your children. And then so on and so forth. Then the cycle continues. Now you done created a generational curse. And y'all think it's normal. So I just want to say, stop fucking so fast. Stop jumping in the sheet so fast. And I'm talking to a person who I didn't get this teaching. Now, granted, my parents were Christian. They told me no fornication before marriage. They did. They did the best they could. They ain't giving no explanation because of that. When you tell a person what not to do, but don't give them the game to go along with it, all you did was pique their curiosity. So my mom told me, leave them fast tail girls alone. You don't have sex before you get married. That's the devil. She told me all that stuff. But she ain't giving no reasons beyond that. They try to skate with STDs and stuff like that. But all that did was make me more curious. So now I'm an adult. All I'm thinking about is, pretty girls and sex. Fall in love because she's pretty and she got good sex. Now I'm in love. But when it's time to pay them bills, now what? And I gave that example my mama just for an example, because I grew up in a 2-parent household. I'm thankful for that. I seen my dad at work every day for 30 years. I seen my mama take my daddy's money that he brought home from his hard day's work every week and turn water into wine. So I developed work ethic. I know the value of $1 because I seen it with my own eyes in my upbringing and what was natural to me. My first wife was a stay-at-home mom. 13 out of the 18 years we was married. Because my mama was a stay-at-home mom. Because my dad didn't have my mama to stay at home. He worked 2 jobs to take care of his 8 kids. You feel what I'm saying? So that was my upbringing. So that was normal to me. So it was quite easy for me to adopt that philosophy and continue on with it with my kids. My fiance who passed away, we was together for 3 years. Two of those years she worked. The last year that she was alive, she was a stay-at-home mom. I was able to take off her job because that was normal to me. That was normal to me. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I did what I did. I do what I do based on my upbringing. Even though my upbringing was different from a lot of people's upbringing, I still didn't have all the necessary tools to make better relationships. You understand what I'm saying? Because everybody gonna have shortcomings. So let's just start there. But even though you have, in spite of your shortcomings, you're still supposed to communicate. That's where the logic come in. How are you communicating? What are you learning? What are you learning? And what are you talking about to be better? And what are you talking about to make your relationship better? You see what I'm saying? Communication and listening. That's even more important than communicating. You understand what I'm saying? Listening is far more important to me than talking. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. But guess what? We don't want to hear nothing nobody got to say, but we want everybody to hear us. You know that ain't going nowhere. When you talking to a person, and as soon as you finish your sentence, they hit you back with something real quick, they ain't heard shit you said. And 9 times out of 10, that's exactly how it be in relationships. That's exactly how it be in a relationship. Y'all just arguing to be right. Y'all ain't arguing for what's right. Y'all just arguing to be right. And you ain't gonna get nowhere like that. You're gonna have a lot of unresolved issues swept under the rug. But guess what? That rug gonna have a knot in it so big you're gonna trip over it every time you walk in the living room. Because you ain't resolving shit. You just sweeping shit under the rug. And all unresolved issues resurface at some point in time. All unresolved issues resurface at some point in time. Let's just know that. And agreeing to disagree is a resolution. If you're gonna agree to disagree and leave that shit where it's at, but if you claim you agree to disagree and then you bring it back up again, it needs to be resolved. It needs to be resolved, or it's gonna keep rearing its ugly head. You have to include logic in your relationship. Somebody got to have some sense in the relationship, and somebody got to listen in the relationship. Preferably both of y'all. But somebody got to have some sense. Somebody got to have some wisdom in the relationship. And guess what? If y'all don't click, don't stay together. If it don't work, don't stay together. Man, listen. The most miserablest place to be is in a relationship that you don't want to be in, but you stuck there because you're trying to save face. Because you know you fucked up. That's some miserable shit. That's some miserable shit. To be in a relationship you know you don't want to be in, you know it ain't good for you to be in, but you in it because you're trying to save face because you fucked up and you jumped the gun too quick. She done got pregnant, y'all got married because y'all all got them in love. Ain't talking about no business. Ain't talking about nothing. How good that coochie was, how good that stick was. That's it. He make me smile. I get butterflies when I'm saying, man, fuck them butterflies. Nigga, where your 401k at? Where your 5-year plan at? What's your credit score? Your credit score bad? Okay. How we gonna get it back right? How we gonna do that? Let's work on these things before we jump the broom. How your savings looking? What you see long term? You see what I'm saying? This type of stuff we ain't even talking about. We just hugging and bucking. We just hugging and bucking. Yeah, man. And we got shit so fucked up, and we so delusional about life. It ain't even funny no more. And it's your boy talking about the shit I done did. I know if I done did it, and I'm 50 years old, who else done the same thing I did? Man, listen. And we passing this shit down to our kids and our grandkids. And this ugly cycle gonna keep repeating itself. You have to invoke logic into your relationship. All logic means is you thinking. You thinking about shit. You trying to figure some things out. You using critical thinking skills. You asking the right questions. And you asking questions over and over again to make sure it's the right question. You asking the same question 3 or 4 different ways from different angles to make sure it's the right question. And make sure you get the right answer you need. Because guess what? If it don't work, it's okay. If it don't work, it's okay. Relationship does not have to end horribly or don't have to end tragically. But they do because all we built the foundation on is emotion. And y'all know by now, if you my age and 40 and up, you know uncontrolled emotions is your downfall. You know uncontrolled emotion is your downfall. Because you can't control nothing. You can't control your dingling, you can't control that coochie. You barely make it to work on time. You ain't got no structure in your home. You just run around by the seat of your pants, shooting from the hip. Cause ain't no logic there. You ain't thinking about nothing. You just doing shit. There's nothing more. You waste so much. You waste time like that. You waste money like that, and you fuck up relationships like that and friendships like that with no structure, no discipline. But guess what? It ain't too late to start. It ain't too late to start. Man, start talking. I know men, we don't like to talk. We as men, we don't like to communicate for various reasons. Some of them are valid, and some of them, you gotta get over that shit. But it just depends on where you at in your life, what age and stage you at in life. So that's another conversation for another thing. But start talking. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable, man. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Because that's how you're going to get shit done. That's going to fortify your relationship. That's going to build a solid foundation. That's going to have you in a happy, healthy relationship for the long term. You see what I'm saying? Because you're talking about things that may not even have happened yet, but it could happen, and you put parameters in place just in case it happens, just so you can circumvent it, so it don't damage your relationship. But all we doing is running around here and happy in love with no direction, no direction. I know social media got us in the chokehold. You know what I'm saying? We got these influencers showing us how we can get all this money and showing us how we can be better, this, and that. But they ain't giving us no true direction. They just showing us a glimpse of what could be. And that's fine to show me a glimpse of what could be, but give me some information on how to implement it. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Information without application is useless. That's no logic. I can give you information, but if you're not applying the information, it's worthless. You ain't using no logic. When you apply the information, you know that's using wisdom, that's using logic. Now you finna fortify your relationship. Now you finna protect your investment and your relationship. Now you finna create a solid foundation and a solid bond. So when times get tough, ain't nobody trying to haul ass because you're thinking about things. You put things in place. You're protecting each other. Conversation rule the nation, y'all. Conversation rule the nation. If you ain't communicating, man, you losing. You're losing. If you're not communicating, you're losing. And I'm tired of losing. I know me myself, I'm tired of losing. Y'all should be tired of losing too. It's so easy to create success in your life. How that may look for you, whether it's financial, whether it's relational. Let me rephrase what I'm saying. It's so simple to do it. The things you need to do it's not hard. It just requires discipline. It requires creating different habits in your life. That's all it requires. The things are simple. When I make a decision, when I move in my relationship, I don't do nothing without um, um, involving my wife. Right? I'm the head of my house. I ain't finna beat my chest with it, but I'm the head of my house, right? However, I don't do anything without my wife's consent or knowledge. She gonna know whatever I do or whatever I'm thinking at all times. And guess what? She gonna have input on that. That's logic. Because women don't want to be in relationships no more because they think we cavemen. They don't want to be in these relationships because they think the men are just want to rule them and this and that. So they think they want to be our equal. Guess what, ladies? You're not our equal. God, man, woman, children. That's the order. You can bust as small you want and be a boss chick and do it. You can do it. You can do it. But guess what? You're gonna be single, and that's okay. You're gonna be single getting bust down, and that cool. Same for the fellas. You're gonna be single busting them down. Ain't gonna have no structure. Ain't gonna have no substance in your life. All you gonna have is a bunch of cooler talk. That's what you want? A bunch of cooler talk? Ain't gonna have no memories. When you get old and you're by yourself and alone in that nursing home, all you got is a bunch of bust downs. Ain't got no kids to come see about you because you ain't never take care of them because you just fucking and ducking. Fucking shooting the club up ducking. That shit catch up with you. But when you implement logic along with the love or the lust, it goes further. Your relationship goes further, it be stronger and it be healthier. And that's what you're striving for, a happy, healthy relationship and a successful relationship. You don't get married to say I'm out in 6 months. You get married to death do us part, happily ever after, right? But how come the divorce rate is so goddamn high? How come the divorce rate is so goddamn high if if nobody if nobody ain't implementing stuff? If everybody implement what I'm saying, the divorce rate wouldn't be so high. And the ones who stand in these and suffering in silence It's due to pride. It's due to pride because you overlook red flags. You overlook red flags and you didn't call the red flags out. You just went ahead with it, hoping things will get better. Don't shit get better if you don't change it. Don't shit get better if the behavior don't change. You can't. You know what the definition of insanity is? I know y'all know, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. Doing the same thing repeatedly, expecting a different result. You're a goddamn fool and don't even realize it. You're a goddamn fool, an idiot, and don't even realize it. You finna keep running to this motherfucking brick wall over and over and over again, thinking you're doing the right thing, and ain't trying to do nothing different. To get what you never had, you gotta do what you never done. It's just that simple. To get what you never had, you gotta do what you never done. It's just that simple. Men, sometimes you have to humble yourself and listen to your lady. It's okay. Sometimes they're smarter than us. A lot of times they're smarter than us. But ladies, let me give you a little hint, a little token of advice. It ain't what you say, it's how you say it. Y'all don't get what y'all could get because of how you talk to your man. Y'all can get so much more out of life from your relationship if you know how to talk to your man. I ain't talking about how you treat him. I'm saying how you talk to him. Because men want respect. Women want love. Men equate respect to love. Women equate love to respect. It's just a reversal. But we so stubborn. We so goddamn prideful. We got so much ego. I ain't never seen so many women in my life with so much ego. Like, it's almost like they got more testosterone than we do. I got a saying, and I'm gonna put it on the shirt. I'm gonna put it on the shirt. I hope nobody don't steal it before I get it. Put your dick up and use your superpower. Put your wee up. Put your little dick up and use your superpowers, ladies. Y'all want to talk about y'all this and y'all that, but you want a man. A man is coming to your life to make your life easier, to protect and provide. You coming to a man's life to serve and respect. I'm not talking about no damn slave. I'm talking about so he can better protect and provide for you. You take care of me, I'll take care of you. It's that simple. But y'all hear this type of shit, y'all hear these terms I'm talking about, and hear that I ain't no goddamn slave. Ain't nobody finna run me. Ain't nobody finna tell me what to do. I'm a grown ass woman. Fucking up all at the gate, you're fucking up. That's why y'all keep getting dick down, bust down, and left alone. That's why you got 4, 5, 6, 7 kids and you ain't married. Run that goddamn mouth. And same with the men. Can't keep a relationship because you ain't got no substance. Out here selling wolf tickets, ain't providing shit. Ain't proving nothing. Ain't got no proof in your pudding. Your pudding got goddamn vanilla wafers in it. Sweet ass. Cause you ain't buy shit. Always hollering alpha male, alpha male, alpha male. Ain't got nothing to prove, ain't got nothing to show for all this alpha male shit you call yourself. I don't get into that alpha male, beta male shit. I don't give a damn. But one thing I do know about an alpha male, a type A personality man or woman, they're producers. They're producers. So all you men who call yourself alpha males and you ain't got shit to show for it, man, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Cause you ain't fooling nobody but yourself. You get these fake ass designers and all this old bullshit. You might have a car, ain't got no house, and silly ass women fall for that shit. Now you done sold a goddamn a Tyler Perry dream, a Tyler Perry movie, and you ain't even starting in that bitch. You ain't even starting in the movie, you sold her. Cause you ain't got no substance. Y'all ain't tired of that shit yet? I know I'm tired of that shit. I'm changing every day. I regret that it took me so long to figure some of this shit out. I regret it took me so long to figure that shit out. Y'all, excuse me. I'm at the truck stop. I scared somebody on accident. But yeah, I regret it took me so long to figure that shit out. Man, shit. You know how farther along in life I would be if I had started using logic in my relationship. Hell, if I start just using logic in my everyday life, just because you get up and go to work every day, don't mean you smart. That means you just got to work. If you don't work, you don't eat. You got to survive. But what about maximizing your career potential? What about maximizing your position on your job in that company? What about maximizing your potential and creating your own company? You see what I'm saying? But you're so caught up in emotion that you can't take constructive criticism, that you can't take leadership. You think somebody trying to tell you what to do? Guess what? It's always gonna be somebody to tell you what to do to the day you die. I don't care if you're 80 years old. It's gonna be somebody in the nursing home telling your old wrinkled ass what to do. Might well get used to it. And guess what, fellas? Sometimes your woman gonna tell you what to do, and that shit okay. That shit is okay if your lady tell you what to do. That's your lady. That's your lady. She ain't your servant. She your wife. She your girl. She can tell you what to do. It's okay. But we so goddamn macho and shit. We so goddamn tough. Same with these goddamn tough ass, big dick ass women. Can't tell them shit either because they've been forced to be. Well, I ain't gonna even say forced because y'all make these dumb ass decisions by overlooking the red flag because y'all like bad boys. I don't apologize for this shit. I ain't gonna never apologize for it. Y'all like these bad boys, and y'all know what come with bad boys. That shit is fun. Women get so caught up in having a good time that they don't think about their future until they're 3 or 4 kids in. Then they go to school, then they get the education, then they become gainfully employed so they can better take care of their kids because this bad boy ain't worth a damn in real life. Now, oh, I had to struggle and do it by myself because your dumb ass made a bad decision in the man. That's your dumb ass fault. You knew he was a bad boy when you met him. You knew he wasn't about shit when you met him. You knew he was about fucking and having fun when you met him, and you still got in the bed with him. That's your fault. That's your fault. So I ain't sparing y'all no more. I ain't sugarcoating this shit no more. Y'all make these dumbass choices and then want to play the victim. That's your goddamn fault. That's your fault. But guess what? It ain't too late to fix it. All you gotta do is humble yourself. All you gotta do is humble yourself. I have never seen in my life most single parents, most single women with multiple kids, and ain't humble worth a damn. Still think you the prize. And you still think you the prize. And you got 14 kids from 13 niggas, and you still think you the prize. And you find a man, you meet a decent dude that see the value in your tired white ass, and you gonna dog him out because you ain't humble and you ain't submissive. You deserve everything you get. You deserve everything you get. Until you humble yourself, you ain't gonna never have no success. Everything you do, that shit ain't gonna work because you ain't got no structure. Because you won't humble yourself. You won't listen to nobody. Same with the dude, same shit. Man, you got kids scattered all across the goddamn city. Got a penny in the ass job. It might pay good, but child support in your ass up. Are you still think you the prize? Man, get your shit together. Get your shit together, bro. This all stems from emotion without logic. This all stems from falling in love or falling in lust without logic. That's why you make the mistakes you make, because you ain't thinking, you ain't thinking about shit you doing, you just doing it. And then want to say, oh, it just happened. That's a motherfucking lie. Don't nothing just happen. It's cause and effect. It's that simple. Time and chance. It's that simple. Nothing just happened. So you tell a lot of somebody else. You can tell a lot of somebody else. But we must. If you want to create more two-parent households, we want to create more happy relationships, happy families, healthy kids, happy kids. Well, and you don't got to be in a two-parent household to have a happy, healthy baby. But if you want to have more successful children, relationships, and families, you got to include logic in your love. If you don't, you're doomed. You're doomed. You're either gonna stay married and miserable for the rest of your life, or that shit gonna cut off, or it's gonna cut off. Take your pick. Both of them suck. Both of them suck. I was married for 18 years. 18 years, 3 beautiful kids. I fucked it up. Because I ain't had no fucking logic in my love. I fucked that up. I'm tired of this shit. Y'all ain't tired of this shit? I'm trying it again. Boy. Something got to give. Something got to give. I'm in it right there. Hey. We got to have logic with our love. If you got love without logic, your shit doomed from the beginning. It's doomed from the beginning. Let's change that. Can we change that? Let me know in the comment if you're willing to change that, because I am. Hey, this your boy Big Hawk, man. Till next week, man. I love y'all. Peace.